record. Okay, we're setting up our Oovoo day and magically, ta-ta-ta. Let's see if it appears. It's still moving around. It's a live animal. Yeah. Lasse is in the center, and to my left, Mr. Phil Shapiro. Please, guys, introduce each other.
Hi.
Phil, go ahead yourself and be the first one. Take a minute or two, introduce yourself informally.
I'm here in the Washington, D.C. area. I work at a public library. I help people we have 28 Linux computers for the public. And I'm also interested in web multimedia and collaborative technologies. So I read Robin's blog and I learn new things. So I'm quite comfortable on the computers, both Macintosh, Windows, Linux, all three.
Oh, fantastic. May I ask you, what did you come here for today? There was any specific expectations or desire for just coming here at this Oovoo day?
It's my first time using Oovoo. And I like to see how well it records. I'm interested in the citizen journalism uses of Oovoo for the interview process. Great.
All right. What about you, Lasse? I know you're in Spain. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you end up in that wonderful place over there?
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Lasse Rouhiainen. I'm from Finland originally. Right now I live here in the beautiful Mediterranean coastal town of Alicante in Spain. And I guess I came here because of the weather and because of the people. And I help small business owners to use Web 2.0 tools. And I do trainings in English and lately mostly in Spanish language. And that's why it's so great to learn from people like Robin, who is from or living in Italy. And I also highly recommend your blog to everybody. It's been a great inspiration for me in many ways. So that's basically a bit about me.
That's fantastic, Lasse. Thank you for the introduction. Actually, let me ask you something about this thing you do in your life. You say you teach small business how to do Web 2.0 stuff. That's quite interesting. I will actually like you, before you answer, if you have a headset yourself hanging around on your table, if you can put it up, that will help us a little bit more, because I'm going to record also live. I'm sending what we're doing live, and I want to use a little bit my speakers, but I realize there is too much echo. Let's try now with your headset. Okay. Lasse was following me when I was streaming last night from my car, so he knows that I enjoy doing crazy things. But tell me now about this interesting work you do about training small companies about Web 2.0. What's all about?
Well, I'm hearing myself 2 times, but no problems. I think Web 2.0 helps everybody to express themselves and do marketing in a different way than Web 1.0. So I just think Web 2.0 is so full of opportunities that it's, big possibility for all companies and small business owners and everybody who wants to use internet. So that's basically it.
Go ahead.
And Lasse, maybe with your headset, if you plug into your speakers or headphone jack, that will prevent the echo. Is there a headphones or speakers jack on your computer? That isolates the audio. Yeah, the audio should be coming back to you. One of the three of us has a loop that's open.
It's me. Look,
Okay.
Oh, it's you.
I think it's me. Let's see if I can mute. Let me mute myself. Mute, maybe this. How about now? Hello? Hello?
No echo.
No echo. Can you hear
Yeah.
me though?
No echo. Yes, I can hear you fine.
Oh,
No
good.
echo. Yes. So
Fantastic.
we had an open loop. We had an open feedback loop that was a little confusing. Yes.
Great. If I may ask Lasse another question, Phil, I would like to know
Yeah.
what are the courses about? When you go and teach a small business about Web 2.0, what are the things that get them interested and they want to do right away, for example?
I still hear a bit of echo, but no problem. One of the things I encourage people to do is just to use online video, something like YouTube, just to communicate to their target market and tell what they are doing, and in this way get more exposure in using online marketing, because I think video is the best way to build trust and to communicate to people. So using YouTube and video is one of my main things.
Oh, that's cool. Phil, you're a great video user. I mean, you've done lots of experiments and was one of the few people I met that was looking to get some kind of solution for these video interviews and mixing different video streams. How's your explorations going?
Thanks for asking. Explorations were a little bit on hold because I found that the techniques I was using were a little too cumbersome and complicated, even though they were effective. Now I think this Oovoo, which is a no-cost solution, this no-cost solution that's a turnkey, does not require any sophistication on the part of the participants in terms of technical skills. So I'm much more interested in this Oovoo than I was. I was working in this little project called Rose Times, but I think this Oovoo thing is when they have the Macintosh version, and I hope they will consider a Linux. Linux is the wave of the future, so it's nice to consider that when they make the other versions of the software.
So what's your ultimate tool right now, Phil, when you want to do a video interview? You want to interview somebody in video and you want to record and publish it. What do you suggest people do when they have that situation?
I've been using the cross-platform tool called SiteSpeed. SiteSpeed is nice. It's Windows and Mac. The one downside is to record, it costs $10 per month. $10 per month is they're fee-based. The video conferencing software is free, and only one person has to pay the $10, so that if I'm interviewing somebody, they can use the free version. And you can do Mac and Windows, and it's pretty nice. But I think Oovoo goes one step beyond SiteSpeed with the three-dimension looking, it looks like iChat, and 6 people. Although the 6 people, I think, need some very serious bandwidth to look good. I think 3 people is ideal. What we have now is ideal, maybe, for discussion.
That's a good point. Do you guys know how much bandwidth we're using right now to do this? You want to know?
I've got some good bandwidth on my side, cable modem. And my upstream is pretty nice. And my downstream is very good. But I would like to be using the fiber optic Fios. I will probably move to a house in the next year or two, or apartment with fiber optic.
Oh, that's cool.
We have fiber optic here.
Oh, the DU meter is telling us that we're using about individually not more than 350 kilobits of bandwidth to get the video through, and I'm not using more than less than 100 kilobits to upload my stream. So it's very bandwidth efficient, even though we are 3 people streaming. Is not using like we
Okay.
a multiplier, direct linear multiplier of the bandwidth of each one. It's doing something whereby this is optimized for everyone.
Well, that is interesting. We get some slight pixelation, Robin, from your side when you move your head too quickly. Yeah, if you're moving your head too quickly, we get the pixelation. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I have not very much bandwidth available right now, and maybe we can check that our friends there are not downloading everything in the world, and that will help a little bit. Lasse, I've made all the questions, but maybe you came here because you wanted to know something specific, and I'm sure you, in the meanwhile, you have discovered where the echo was coming from, huh?
But I don't know, but I'm still getting the echo, but no problem.
The echo is coming from the fact that you probably have a Master New Media web page open, and I'm also streaming this conversation on the site. So you're hearing both me talking to you live, and then after a little delay, you're also hearing the broadcast there. So maybe if you close Master New Media pages, that should get that echo away.
Ah, sure. Let me do this right now. That's a good...
I'm going to try
Let's
recording
see.
on this side just to give you a notice. I'm going to hit the record button.
Okay, cool.
Wow. Oof, now it's better.
Now it's better, huh?
Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm here.
oh. That was funny. It was,
That was a good analysis. Good analysis, Robin.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
Good, Lasse. So is there
Yeah.
anything you want to know? You want to talk about or ask?
Yes, there's a lot. I would like to ask first you, Robin. You have been like a grandfather of this new media and online video and everything. Can you share quickly your own story in a way that how online video has helped your business or your brand in some way? So can you just focus on online video and tell how it has helped you?
Well, online video has helped me mostly in getting people to get to know me better. That's basically what I have used video publishing online for. For those who are following this conversation live right now, which are sending me also some live messages, we are broadcasting via Oovoo, OOVOO again. And you can sign up for this conversation at my Oovoo Day right now. There are still some empty seats for the coming sessions. So back to your question, Lasse. The thing that I found valuable for me, because I'm not yet into the video promotion and distribution for making a business. I always explore these new fields with the spirit of an explorer, of an adventurer, somebody who wants to go out on vacation and not have everything organized. So I go off from my hotel and I take some trails into the jungle, and usually I find some interesting beach where there is no one. Same thing for video. So what I did is try to document some of the stories that happened to me, or recount some of my own stories. And I've noticed that when I do that, even beyond my own original intentions, people really appreciate that, especially if in the story you've been very sincere, you've been genuine in sharing, the key parts and not just worrying about making yourself look good. These are very valuable stories. Also, I found out that going out and interviewing people, but not with the idea of doing interviews like television does. See, many of us have been brainwashed and try to replicate the communication models of traditional media in this new media, but that doesn't work very well. So instead of going out and making interviews and asking just, a little more famous people than you, what do they do and what's next and what they have done before, which is only interesting in a limiting way, you should go out and interview, as I did, people that you have some serious interest yourself. I mean, people that you admire or that you hate or that you are passionate about, and go ask them some interesting question, because those questions will help you first find out something interesting. So the moment you let your content be driven somehow more by also self-interest, things that interest you seriously, personally, that touch you personally, then you tend to extract more valuable things for those that are like-minded like you. See, in traditional media, you had to satisfy a generic quid of people that had an average profile. But now I don't have to do that. I only have to address those that like the way or the things that I talk about. So the more I go after the things that I really like about, the more I fuel the correct bonding, matching, finding of those like-minded people with me. That's what I think. Does that make any sense?
It makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Here in the Washington, D.C. area, they took one of the best reporters, the columnist for the Washington Post, and they sent him onto the street with a camera crew to do on the street interviews, and he looked awkward, and it felt awkward to watch it because he is so good at thinking and writing. And what they need to do, instead of going for the on the street interview, is for this man who is very thoughtful to invite somebody into his office and have an hour-long conversation that's an intimate, personal conversation archived on the web. And it's not replicating what the television news does. It's the new media form with high sincerity rather than low sincerity.
Good. Can you share more? Where can we see it?
It was WashingtonPost.com, and the reporter's name was Cortland Malloy, and he just looked awkward out on the street asking very short, superficial questions like, what do you think about the upcoming presidential elections? It's a very superficial, generalized question, and he's only looking for a 60-second sound bite from somebody. This is not meaningful. And this is doing like television does. And he is not a television reporter. He's a fabulous thinker. And so we want to have thinkers engage in more meaningful conversations, which means instead of him going out on the street, he must invite somebody into his office, and they must have a conversation that is genuine. That would make for very interesting viewing. And it's not wasting people's time. Like, he was wasting his own time, wasting the public's time by pretending to be a television reporter when he is a print reporter.
What do you think, Lasse?
I think that's an excellent example, that one that we can all learn. And the great thing of this kind of online video is that everybody can share their story and express themselves. And it's interesting how you can use this also in marketing. You know, you can use online video to increase your business, but you don't have to sell anything. You just express yourself and tell your story. So that, what I think, that's quite, great, and so really good stuff.
Cool.
Yes, when I do business with a company, I would like to try and determine the sincerity level of the CEO or founder of the company. If it's a small company, if I can see their eyes and hear their voice, I have some trust in what I'm spending my money for, and I have an inner sense that I am not participating in a company that might be closing next month. You know, sometimes companies come and go, but so if you have that sincerity.
That's a good point.
Sincerity is hard to represent on a website, but it's more easily represented in video.
We have some questions from some of the audience, the small audience that is following live, would like to pose some questions to to which one of us, but they're going to come up. So I just wanted to tell you that there are people who are following and are saying that you're saying some interesting things. So Melanie, I think you're following, and though I don't know you, here is the question. How should non-trained ordinary users become broadcasters? Who wants to take a shot at this? Again, the question is, how should non-trained ordinary users become, what was that? Professional broadcasters? Let's see that message again. Become broadcasters. What do you think, guys? If journalists don't know how to be interesting, I mean, how can non-trained ordinary users become broadcasters?
I can give you an answer.
Well,
First, start with the things that you care about and create some messages. You don't even need to have a camcorder to create video for YouTube. You can create video with digital still images and narration. And you can use free software, iMovie for Macintosh, Windows Movie Maker for Windows. So, first step is to think of a message you need to communicate to the world. It can be 60 seconds. It doesn't have to be 5 minutes. And you can read the instructions on YouTube or take a class or find a mentor, a local youth or an adult who will mentor you on the few steps it takes. But you can make a YouTube video. The complexity is the same as sending a file attachment to an email. If you can send a file attachment to an email, you can be the video producer on YouTube.
Lasse?
that's right. Yeah, and I would add there something that when I started to check this online video thing, I found all this really confusing until one of my mentors, whose name is Dennis Kagania, he taught me that the most important thing is to define your target audience. So, like Phil was mentioning these messages, so you just identify to whom you want to talk. So think about like 6 people in your target market coming to your home and your living room, and you just talk to them. You are kind of like talking to them, but you are looking to your webcam, and then you tell what you want to tell, like Phil was saying, these messages. But first you define your target market, and you know, use this kind of way, and then you just give value to your target market. And I think that's like the so simple formula, you know, number 1, target market, number 2, give value to the target market, and everybody can do it, plus it doesn't cost anything, and you can have amazing success with that.
Sincerity, connection, message. That's how Melanie McBride, who's following us live, is commenting on your feedback. I think we did have a great chat together, guys. I would like to bring it to an end so that I can open up the next one for another few people, but I really enjoyed it having this short time with you. And Oovoo really made it good for us, I think.
Yes.
Thank you, Lasse. Thank you.
Thank you, Lasse. Thank you, Phil, and look forward to get together again next time more privately to explore more of the things that interest us. Thanks again to both of you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ora as mais vai, as mais feias, como gatos sang